Hello, Wonderhussy here, barreling down the highway to beautiful Baker, California to start shooting the photos for my 2026 calendar. That's right, I'm all dolled up, false eyelashes, curlers in my hair, glamorous bathrobe on. It's that time of year. And of course, it has to be pissing rain the day I start this. Ugh, it hardly ever rains in Death Valley. So go figure, it would have to rain the day I'm planning to do this. And yeah, I'd like to just postpone it and maybe start tomorrow or the next day, but unfortunately, the photographer, Jessica, I'm using the same photographer that's done my last two calendars. This was when she was available, and so, man, it's like the post office. Come rain or sleet or dark of night, I guess I'm gonna have to get these damn photos done. Ugh, there's a break in the rain. Hopefully it lasts. Hi, Jessica.
Hi, welcome back. We're at it again.
Yeah, how have you been?
Pretty... I don't know how to answer that in a quick sentence.
Wait, now we're all extremely curious, Jessica. Well, we'll talk later. Anyway, let's try to get this dang picture before the friggin' rain starts again.
Yeah, I have some good ideas, but the weather looks like it has some ideas of its own, so we better not dilly-dally.
All right, I guess I'm ready. Little did we realize someone was spying on us with a drone as we shot, recording our every move and providing a great overview of the apparently still under construction but soon to be fabulous Alien Jerky Hotel. The spy turned out to be a couple of vloggers on their way to Vegas, all the way from Australia.
And we're in a place called Baker, and I thought it was Baker, Nevada, but it's actually still Baker, California. So I stand corrected, and I stand corrected by an absolute legend in her own lunchbox, the Wonderhussy.
Oh my God, believe it or not, these random Australians came up to us while we were doing this shoot and they recognized me from my videos. You guys just watched the video I did here at this alien hotel?
How long ago did you do this?
It's probably a year ago.
We've watched this quite a few times. We've seen you climb the fence and...
Oh, don't tell anybody I did that.
That's why I bought
Where in Australia are you guys from?
So we're from Perth, so
Okay.
sort of southeast Perth, down the bottom.
More importantly, do you know the whereabouts of my cell phone?
No.
Okay.
Pine Gap just hates you. No,
I know.
Nobody at Pine Gap.
Okay. But, sir, let me just ask you about your t-shirt. Big
All right.
C and the
Big
mama.
C and the mama. So I'm Big C, that's the mama, and this is us.
And so you're on a U.S. expedition.
That's
Yes,
it.
we are.
Oh,
doing
Route
a quest.
66.
Yeah.
We
yeah.
are. Well, yeah, a couple of Disneys and, you know.
Okay, and
Without
you're...
her, we'd still be in the lounge room because I'm really good at this kind of stuff. She's really good at the planning. So
Okay.
the serendipity of this, right? Literally last night we were in Anaheim at 11:30 at night. I sent you a message on your YouTube, on the actual YouTube video you did from here,
Right.
saying that we were coming here and we were coming here because of you. And stuff me if I'm lying. There you were.
Stuff you for sure. Now, are you YouTubing your
Yep.
trip?
So we're Facebook, YouTube, Insta, and TikTok.
D-doggy.
TikTok.
Oh, TikTok.
Yeah.
Oh,
but-
I don't
yeah.
TikTok. I didn't know the tiki-talkie. Is that
Mainly-
what Australians call TikTok? Tiki-talkie?
No, I just did. That's just
It
me.
sounds very Aussie.
That's just an old thing. Nah.
Okay.
So most of what we're doing though is on Facebook.
Oh, Facebook. Okay,
'cause
everybody
my
look 'em
YouTube is
up.
only like a little bit. Yeah, look, man, that would be.
Yeah, everybody. Big C and the Mama on Facebook.
That's it.
Give them some love and tell them I sent you.
You're an absolute champion. I absolutely cannot believe this is happening. This is ridiculous.
Hey, that's me making dreams come true wherever I
We
go.
met the hussy. The Wonderhussy. The one, the only.
Thank you so much. You brightened my day and you chased away the rain. Okay, location numero dos, the side of Interstate 15. Man, what happened at this exit? Looks like somebody lost their wig. Boy, you never know what goes on at the side of Interstate 15 between Las Vegas and Los Angeles. I guess maybe Santa went to Vegas and lost his life savings and his beard. No time to worry about that. Don't worry, I wasn't planning to shoot my entire calendar at the side of the interstate. Every year I try to pick a different, interesting location for these photos. Last year we went to Goldfield, Nevada, and the year before that we shot in the area around Tacoma. This year I tried to pick a place with lots of interesting backdrops that tied in with some of the videos I'd shot for my channel this past year and was convenient for both me and Jessica. So I settled on Barstow, or to be more specific, the greater Barstow metropolitan area, which also includes the fascinating and mysterious desert enclave of Newberry Springs. Ready for day 3. Sitting here at my makeshift vanity, doing one of my most glamorous looks, big, fabulous pageant hair. Oh, who am I kidding? That thing will never stay on my head for the drive over. I'll just pack it in my bag and put it on when I get to today's first location. Meanwhile, here's a quick peek at the place we've been staying while I do my calendar in fabulous Newberry Springs. Okay, it's true, Newberry Springs is smack dab in the middle of the Mojave Desert, about halfway between LA and Vegas, but I'm here to tell you this part of the desert is inexplicably full of these beautiful lakes, okay? I guess there's some kind of crazy aquifer out here, which is why it's called Newberry Springs. And not only is there an abundance of groundwater, well, it comes to the surface enough to where they can have all these lakes. I mean, this absolutely blew my mind when I saw this thing for the first time. And this is just one of several housing communities that were built around lakes. Isn't that crazy? And even weirder, there's a couple developments that are built around these long, skinny lakes that were built expressly for water skiing. Okay, I think they set some kind of water skiing world championship out here on one of these lakes in friggin' Newberry Springs. Absolutely bizarre, and just one of the many reasons I wanted to come to this part of the desert to do my photos. Okay, let's roll. Newberry Springs turned out to be a great place to shoot the calendar. Aside from all the picturesque abandoned houses, old Route 66 also runs right through town, so we were able to get a few photos on the mother road itself, and at one of my favorite local businesses. Since I'm down here anyway, figured we might as well do a few shots at the Baghdad Cafe. They let me borrow their guitar for one of the pictures. Thank you for letting me use the guitar.
No problem.
They are such nice people, and oh, Hagrid! I was lucky to have a friend in the area who not only provided us with a place to stay, but also let us shoot with some of his amazing classic car collection. One day, we took advantage of his beautiful black 1957 Ford Fairlane, and then another day, he agreed to meet us out in the desert with another classic beauty. Okay, now it's time to shoot the picture that I've been looking forward to more than any of them. The only bummer is that the skies have become pretty aggressively cloudy. Well, there's a few blue patches, and we found a pretty good blue patch to do the picture with this amazing pink 1959, I think, Ford Fairlane. Okay, it was also a 57. What do I know? Okay, last location before the heavens open up and start pissing rain on us and ruin all our fun is at this amazing property called the Sarkeesian Ranch. And yes, those are peacocks. Okay, remember how I was saying that Newberry Springs is inexplicably full of lakes in the middle of the desert? Well, here's another one. This ranch is absolutely amazing, and they were kind enough to let us come shoot one final photo here on the edges of this little, well, I don't know if you'd even call it a pond. It's pretty big. It's a lake. At the gorgeous and incomparable Sarkeesian Ranch. Okay, I guess this is like an Airbnb. There's all kind of different cabins and trailers you can stay in here, and the grounds are dotted with all these really cool little kind of artistic, spiritual touches. Like over here, this is under the Bodhi tree. It's kind of like a little Buddhist meditation area. And then over here we have a Jewish kind of meditation area. Well, I don't know, do Jews meditate? There's a statue of Moses, there's a Star of David flag, and there's the 10 Commandments. And of course, all these incredible peacocks. Hi, beauty. Oh, I sure wish you would open your tail up for us. Look at this guy. Isn't he beautiful? Isn't it funny how the male peacock is the one with all the fancy feathers, and the females, well, they're really not all that much to look at? If only that was the case with humans, and I wouldn't be running around wearing all these different crazy outfits. Okay, this is the last shot, and it's also going to be one of the most difficult because I have to go out in my magic bikini, and it's downright chilly. Thankfully, it's not raining, so we're just going to go ahead and take advantage of that fact, and I'll just have to suck it up.
There I was on the ranch, peaceful, and these two ladies come down from nowhere.
Thank you, though, seriously, man. I'll hook you up with a calendar and anything else I can do for you.
That's cool. Ooh, the calendar would be nice. Judy would love one. I want you to come meet Judy.
Oh, I'd love to meet Judy. Judy's the woman who owns this amazing property. And Judy, if you happen to be watching this video, call me. After that last shot at the beautiful Sarkeesian Ranch, the 2026 calendar photo shoot was a wrap. And almost as if by design, the rain clouds that had been threatening us all week long gave way to blue skies and a beautiful rainbow. It was the perfect ending to a great shoot. Well, one of two perfect endings. Woohoo! Calendar accomplished, and now it's time to celebrate with some real food. Okay, all week I've been trying to limit what I've been eating in the hopes of keeping my stomach nice and flat for these dang calendar photos, and so I've been subsisting off chicken and hard-boiled eggs. But now, since we're done, I'm gonna eat something good. Peggy Sue's 50s Diner. I love this place. Look how cool this is. A gift shop on one side. There's a classic 50s diner on the other side. And there's all kinds of interesting stuff on the walls and in the corners. But first, I gotta take a whiz. And every time I come in the ladies' room here, this guy takes me by surprise. Look at this, they have this mannequin of a dude taking a whiz in the ladies' room. I'm not kidding, every time I come in here, I fall for this thing. Seriously, Peggy Sue's is one of those classic roadside attractions that's totally a must stop on the drive between LA and Vegas. One of those cozy, comfortably cluttered places with walls covered in vintage memorabilia, autographed celebrity photos, and all kinds of funky and interesting knickknacks. The crazy collection of vintage Americana is a lot of fun to wander around and look at. But the main attraction here, and the thing that keeps people coming back, is the food. I am starving. Fried chicken, liver and onions, sandwiches, and a huge selection of burgers, all named after celebrities. But I was in the mood for the heartiest of all comfort foods. Chicken fried steak and a cherry malt. Just like they used to make it in the good old days. Phew. Man, what a relief to have the 2026 calendar photos done and dusted. To be honest, I didn't even want to put on makeup today. I never want to wear makeup for the rest of my life, and certainly not false eyelashes. And I kind of just wanted to hang out in my pajamas all day and not do a damn thing because I'm so worn out. But I just felt I would be remiss if I didn't visit one more place before I leave Newberry Springs. That's right, it's the old abandoned Rockahula water park. If you've ever driven on Interstate 15 from Vegas to LA or vice versa, you have almost certainly noticed this giant hulking abandoned wreck of a water park in the friggin' middle and the literal middle of the Mojave Desert. We're right around the half point between LA and Vegas, and I don't know, anytime I drove by it, I always wondered, who the hell would build a water park in the middle of the freaking desert? Well, it's because, like I was saying the other morning, there's a lot of groundwater out here in Newberry Springs, and so apparently there used to be a whole lake over there called Lake Dolores, and for years, I want to say maybe even decades, back in like the 60s, 70s, families would come camp out at the side of the lake and go boating, water skiing, fishing, I don't know, swimming. And then eventually they built this water park next to it, and so it really became like a fun family vacation destination. But unfortunately, I think in around 2005, one of the employees had a terrible accident that ended up bankrupting the Rockahula and forcing it out of business. Okay, I guess there used to be big water slides coming down this hillside, and then the slide would drop you into these little pools at the bottom of the hill. I think this is one of them here. And then, you know, you would splash into the water and sort of float gently to the end of the catch pool, as they're called. Well, unfortunately, I guess one of the employees rode the water slide after they were closed or before they opened for the day. I don't know, outside of regular operating hours, because the line to ride these water slides was always really long. You know how that goes. Everybody wants to go down the most exciting slide, and so, you know, you'd have to stand in line 20, 30 minutes. So this employee thought, well, I'll just get around the line by going down the slide before we even open or after we close, whatever it was. Well, unfortunately, they had already started draining or hadn't quite yet filled the catch pool at the bottom with enough water. So when that employee came down the slide, I guess he smacked his face into the side of the pool and ended up paralyzed for life and sued the water park for, I can't remember how much money, but enough to bankrupt them. And I don't know, to me it's like, well, he was doing it after hours when there wasn't enough water in the pool. Isn't it his fault? But the judge awarded him some ungodly sum of money, and that's what drove this place out of business. And so ever since then, I think that was in 04, 05, this place has just been sitting here, rotting away, abandoned at the side of the highway. And you might recognize the place because it has been used in, I think, music videos, movies. I think that a bunch of skaters came out here. Tony Hawk did it. I mean, this is like the ultimate skate park. Am I right? Oh gosh, look, this was the lazy river. Isn't that wild? They had a lazy river. I mean, this was probably a beautiful water park when it was still open, but unfortunately that was all way before I came out here. I didn't end up coming out here, even though I drove by it a number of times, like, what the hell? I finally came out here in 2013 and did a couple photo shoots with photographers when I was working as a model, and some of the pictures came out really cool because there was more here back then. More of the buildings were still standing. You know, I think arsonists got in here and burned some stuff up, and frankly, there was much better graffiti on the walls back then. Now these taggers came in and covered up all the, you know, there was some pretty cool political or social commentary type graffiti. That's all gone, and now it's just another graffiti covered abandoned wonderland, which is actually me and Jessica's jam. Right, Jessica, you love abandoned stuff.
I sure do.
Have you been out here before?
I have. I've been coming out here for almost 15 years. And so seeing all the buildings falling down, seeing what this looks like now, even compared to them, it's just drastically different.
Is it depressing?
I don't know about that. It just drives home how much the desert changes. It never stays the same. Everything changes really quickly. Even in a year's time, something that's standing there may be gone. So it's just, I think, more reason to seize the day and do it while you can.
I feel the same way about the desert and also about my own aging face. So I'm glad we got those calendar photos taken when we did. How do you feel like the shoot went?
I'm really excited about it. We tried a different direction and pushed things a little bit. One of the things I've always loved about Wonderhussy is her storytelling.
Thank you.
Since before the YouTube channel, always been, fascinating with stories. And so this year we leaned into that a little bit more. Storytelling aspects, cinematic features.
Yeah, some of the
old
pictures look
nods.
like movie stills. Yeah, I thought it was super cool. She did really some amazing work. Wait till you guys see this stuff. Have you started editing the photos?
I am. I'm almost done. I have 2 left.
All right, so these calendars will be available soon. In fact, by the time I post this video, I think they'll be ready. Just in time to be stocking stuffers, Hanukkah gifts, Kwanzaa gifts. What's this atheist holiday? The Festivus for the rest of us.
Oh, yes. Festivus for the rest of
gifts.
us.
Yeah. Whatever you want to get them for, or even if you just want one for your man cave or your, what's the lady version of the man cave?
The she shed.
She shed. For your she shed. They'll be available, and I'll put the link where you can buy them in the description of this video. Anyway, Jessica, I just want to say thank you.
Sure.
Well, actually, I want to say 2 things. Thank you, and I also want to say that you look cute as a button. Like, look at your hair
Thank you.
and your outfit.
Thank
What's
you.
going on? Where are you going?
I'm headed to Long Beach right now to the Queen Mary to go to a festival.
The Queen Mary ship. There's a festival on that ship.
On the festival grounds, and then they have after hours on the ship, so it should be pretty fun.
Oh my god, that is amazing. That's why we kind of planned this shoot these days and where we are, because you're only a couple hours from there now, right?
Yeah, I'm heading that way in, and so it worked out pretty well. But also for the locations, I feel like it was good. It was a nod to all old things, Route 66, old Americana, times that were maybe more hopeful than how things are now. So a lot of nostalgia.
Boy, isn't that the truth. How did you like Newberry Springs?
Audible sigh. Newberry Springs is full of secrets. And every place that we went, it felt like the desert was just opening up little pieces of history. And I think it's important, but no one knows these places are out here. And they played such a pivotal role in the formation of the country.
They did, and like Newberry Springs, yeah, most people don't even know there's springs here, lakes, you know? Like
I was reading something about 37 man-made lakes where they just tapped into the aquifer underneath and came in. So I had no idea.
Yeah.
Thinking a lake in the desert.
Yeah, we saw all kinds of interesting new things, like that Sarkeesian Ranch, oh my god. And we met a lot of cool people. I will definitely be back to Newberry Springs and do some more poking around.
I will too.
Well, thank you, Jessica.
Yeah.